Chair now recognizes his gentleman from Arizona, Mr. Hamadeh, for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And thank you, generals, for your leadership and your service for our country. And as a former Army Reserve intelligence officer who served in the Middle East, it is incredible to see President Trump's bold vision and a Middle East defined by, quote, commerce, not chaos. Now, those words are now backed by decisive actions that nobody dreamed possible. Now, President Trump changed Syria's path overnight from endless bloodshed towards hope. And there's a lot of optimism right there, and I know Ambassador Tom Barrack and Presidential Envoy Barrack's doing an incredible job in Syria, hitting the ground running. I don't know, he has a lot of flights back and forth from Ankara to Damascus. But General Kurilla, I know there are so many questions about Syria's transition, and after coming off of a 50-year Assad rule and ISIS mostly defeated, and I know you helped with you just talked about it briefly, with the agreement between integrating the Syrian Kurdish forces with the government forces of Syria. How's that integration actually going?
I would tell you it's actually going well right now. There's some sticking points, but what's happening is you have the Syrian Kurds are talking directly to al-Shara and the Syrian government right now. Turkey has played a positive role in that as well, but I think that we're on a good path right now. And
do you envision that integration could also include other minority militia like the Druze or the Christians or Alawites in Syria?
It could. Right now, though, I mean, we're focused on our partner that we have right now up in the Northeast, and that's the Kurds.
Very good. And our counter-ISIS train and equip fund, which helped the Syrian Kurds destroy ISIS, could be wrapping up. Now, can or should the train and equip shift to include Syria's forces?
I think that would have to be a wait and see. I think the fact that we're at the table right now having this discussion, and that will allow us to make an assessment of that, if that would be a wise choice.
And how concerned are you about the foreign fighters possibly being integrated within the Syrian armed forces?
That is the reason we have to take a wait and see on this.
And are they integrating them right now?
So right now, I mean, if you remember, these are some of the people that brought Shara into power. They are integrated into some portions of the government, and this is something that we have to make an assessment on.
Very good. Now, shifting toward Iraq, the same train and equip fund is also used in Iraq. But why are we subsidizing Iraq currently when it's withholding public salaries and military equipment from our Kurdish allies up north?
They have challenges every now and then. We end up working through them. They end up getting the salaries. They end up getting the equipment. There's always small frictions that we have to work through, but they are getting what they need.
Sure. And Iran's stronghold within Iraq, is that presence increasing even despite all of the setbacks that Iran has been facing the last few months?
I think Iran is trying to double down on getting a grip inside of Iraq, but I think Iraq is a sovereign nation, and they don't want to be a vassal state of Iran.
Of course, but although there's a lot of Iranian militias currently still operating Iraq, and they're holding a hostage, Elizabeth Surkov, that we want released as well. But how do you envision us pulling Iraq from Iran's stronghold?
It is a challenge because it's their next door neighbor. We partner at the military level with the Iraqi security forces to go after ISIS. They're doing actually a very good job in terms of going after ISIS. We killed the #2 ISIS, global #2 ISIS, Abu Khadija, out in the Anbar with the assistance of the Iraqis. So I think from a military to military standpoint, they understand the need and why they want to have a relationship with the West. There are a lot of other reasons at the State Department level on why we want to have a relationship with Iraq. A stable Iraq helps with a stable Middle East.
Thank you, General. And shifting to AFRICOM, General Langley, I know you have a lot of positive things to say about Morocco, and I do as well, as they were the first country to recognize the United States independence, and it seems like their alliance is increasing with us. Do you ever envision moving the headquarters of AFRICOM from Germany to an African partner country like Morocco?
Congressman, thanks for that question. And as I would look at it from the operational perspective, cost-benefit analysis, the benefit of moving to Morocco would not exceed the cost. The benefit operationally of us being able to operate from Stuttgart headquarters onto it does not benefit in amount. The cost of moving the headquarters would be a big dent to our budget. So I would say from a cost analysis perspective, I think we are advantageous where we are right now. When we look at the overall costs, we would not be benefiting from moving our headquarters onto the African continent at large. But let me just say, Morocco is a great partner, and what they do in exporting security is tremendous, especially in the sub-Saharan countries.
Very good. Chairman, I yield back.